I'm finally fulfilling the oath that I, have been swearing on since 100 subscribers. This is gonna be a video on how to use my subliminals and basically a manifestation master guide. And hopefully the information you find in this video is gonna help answer some of the questions you guys always leave in my comments. And yes, this is also simultaneously my face reveal and my voice reveal. Let's get into it. And yes, I am recording this on my phone. I don't have a better camera, I fear. First things first, what even is manifesting? Well, manifesting is basically convincing your brain that this particular thing that you want is just already real. The most commonly used element of manifestation is law of assumption. Basically saying, if I say I have it, I'm gonna have it. That's why subliminals use present tense affirmations like, I have clear skin, rather than I will have clear skin, because law of assumption says that if you say you have clear skin enough, you're gonna have clear skin. I clearly need that, because come on, look at this. Anyway. Manifesting is done in many, many ways. Most often, it is done with affirmations, visualization, and subliminals. That leads us into our next point. What's a subliminal? Well, simply, a subliminal is an audio with hidden affirmations in it. You can't hear the affirmations with your regular ears, but your subconscious can. Your subconscious mind is the thing that perceives reality just as it is. So, for example, your subconscious is perceiving you watching a really handsome man yap at his phone. It just perceives reality as is. And manifesting is basically just gaslighting it into thinking that your reality is something else. So, for example, if I gaslight my subconscious enough that this pimple doesn't exist, it's not going to exist anymore. By far, subliminals are the easiest way to manifest, because all you have to do is just pop in your headphones, turn on a subliminal, and just listen to it. You can listen to subliminals while you're asleep, while you're doing other things, while it's on mute. And you can even speed up the video or layer it with other subliminals that have similar concepts. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that the affirmations are penetrating your subconscious, and your subconscious is listening to these affirmations like, okay, my skin is clear, my skin is absolutely flawless. Okay, my skin's flawless, I guess. And then you're gonna look in the mirror, and then all your freaking pepperoni face pimples are gonna be gone. I think the main reason I'm using clear skin as an example is because I'm having a lot of acne problems lately. Whatever. Anyway, next point on my list is persistence and belief. The most important thing about manifestation is being persistent about your manifestation and believing it's actually gonna come true. Because, see, if you listen to some clear skin subliminals, but then you start doubting, how is my skin going to clear up? My skin's not clear yet, so it must not be working. Yada, 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 yada. Then it's not going to manifest. But if you listen to clear skin subliminals, yeah, my skin's going to clear up, and you don't doubt it, your skin's going to clear up. And persistence is the thing that convinces your subconscious more and more and more. Because at its root, manifesting is just convincing your subconscious that what you want is actually real. So the more you convince your subconscious, the faster things are going to manifest. That's why I always recommend that people listen to my subliminals as many times as they can throughout the day for that persistence factor. But realistically, I think the belief part might be more important than the persistence part, because if your subconscious is just so easily convinced because of your lack of doubt, it's going to manifest anyway. But persistence is very, very important. It's important to listen to these subliminals as many times as you can. It's important to actually believe in your subliminals. It's important to let go of the how or why or when and just trust the damn process. Just trust that your subconscious is going to listen to it, and trust that your subconscious is going to reflect your desires into your three-dimensional reality. Next up, I'm going to talk about affirmations. Affirmations are the main fuel of subliminals and manifesting as a whole. The affirmations are basically just a statement that you have your desire. Affirmations, they've got to be present tense. They have to be present tense to work, because if it's present tense, it's convincing your subconscious that it's already real. So for example, if you say, I will have clear skin, you're not going to have it, because that's future tense. So your subconscious doesn't think you have it yet. But if you say, I have clear skin, your subconscious is like, I have clear skin. Okay. And whoopity day. Clear skin in the mirror. Affirmations are the thing that describe what you have and that you even have it in the first place. That's why subliminals have, most of the time, subliminals rely on multiple different affirmations. Like for example, you're listening to a glow up subliminal. The subliminal is going to say, I have clear skin, I have healthy hair, my hair is flawless, I put no effort into my appearance but I still look flawless every day, I have my dream physique, my body is healthy, I am incredibly confident, I am beautiful from head to toe. The affirmations are describing what you have and what you're manifesting. Next thing is visualization. You have to visualize to manifest. And this part's actually backed by neuroscience, because it's literally been studied by neuroscientists that vivid imagination is hardly any different from reality to your brain. So if you visualize you having your desire through your own eyes, you're going to manifest that desire. That's why people often say that even daydreaming is a form of manifestation. If you lie in your bed, close your eyes, and start imagining you looking in the mirror and seeing your dream physique and your dream appearance, you're going to manifest it eventually if you pair it with affirmations and subliminals and stuff. But I mean, then again, pro tip for that, imagine it through your own eyes, not like you're watching a movie. Like, trust me, just imagine it from your own eyes and feel the emotions, guys. You have to feel it, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, whatever. Engage all your senses with it. Visualization is one of the best manifestation techniques and simultaneously one of the most important things about manifesting, because even if you're not using it as a manifestation technique in itself, you still need to know exactly what you want, especially with my subliminals. My subliminals are heavily reliant on visualization. I'll get to that later. But guys, please, visualize your results. Have a clear view of what you want your results to look like. Because if you have a clear view of what you want your results to look like, your manifestations are going to come out a lot better and a lot more tailored to you. Next part is how long it takes to get results. Depends on a lot of things. It depends on just how much you're trying to manifest, how drastic of a change you're trying to manifest. But it more heavily relies on your persistence and belief. So for example, smaller changes like clear skin, it could take a day to a week, depending on your belief. Bigger changes like, I don't know, changing the entire fucking government structure, that could take months to manifest. And manifestation can even be instant. Like if you're manifesting somebody texting you back, if you believe in it enough and you're persistent enough, you could manifest that text in 10 goddamn seconds. But it really just depends on mostly how much you persist, how well you're visualizing things, and how much you actually believe in it. And also, pro tip, I find that when you listen to a subliminal, if you really pay attention to what subliminal you're listening to and read the affirmations list in your head as you listen, it tends to get results faster. And I know this because I listen to my own subliminals sometimes. I can give you a perfect real life example. I remember a time that it was raining really fucking bad, and I listened to a subliminal that I made about stopping the rain, and I was listening to the subliminal and reading the affirmations list that I put in the description while I was listening, and I was looking at the sky and imagining the clouds parting from the sky. 10 minutes later, the rain stopped. 5 minutes later, the clouds started clearing the fuck up. There you go. There's a personal anecdote, guys. Next thing I want to talk about is layering and bundle subliminals. Layering multiple subliminals on top of each other, which is basically just listening to multiple different subliminals at the same time, it can be very effective, but you have to do it right. It will work better if you layer subliminals with like similar concepts on each other, or concepts that are related to each other, because it puts less strain on your subconscious. So for example, if you layer a clear skin subliminal and a good physical health subliminal, that's great. You can manifest multiple things at once that way. You can manifest clear skin and good health. Since clear skin and good health are actually related things, your subconscious won't be too strained. However, if you're listening to subliminals that are completely different, for example, glow up subliminal and good grade subliminal, your grades have nothing to do with your beauty, vice versa, so it puts a little bit of strain on your subconscious. You don't want to strain your subconscious, because then that's going to lead to blockages, and then you won't be able to manifest. A similar concept can be applied to playlists and bundle subliminals. However, I do want to put a little bit of emphasis on the bundle subliminal thing, because in a good bundle subliminal, a subliminal that manifests multiple different things at once, normally, if a subliminal maker actually knows what they're doing, they're going to group affirmations by similarity. For example, you're listening to a bundle subliminal to manifest a glow up and getting good grades. A good subliminal maker will put half the subliminal as glow up affirmations and half the subliminal as good grades affirmations. So that way, for half the subliminal, your subconscious is like, I'm getting a glow up, I'm getting a glow up. But then in the other half, they're like, I'm getting good grades, I'm getting good grades. This puts less strain and overload on your subconscious because it has a clear focus on things. And this is what I would recommend if you're making subliminal playlists as well. If you're making like one big master playlist of subliminals, I recommend sorting it to group similar subliminals together in the playlist. So like your beauty subliminals will play, and then your good grade subliminals will play and stuff. And that just keeps everything less straining on your subconscious. But I am going to give you a pro tip. If you're listening to your subliminal playlist, don't like lose too much focus on it, because I mean, at least this is in my personal experience. I find that when I know what particular subliminal I'm listening to, it tends to manifest faster. I've found that when I listen to my playlist and pay attention to what subliminal is playing currently, I manifest it faster than when I just let it play and just let it surprise me. I mean, although this may not be the thing for everybody manifests differently, it is a thing for me. So I'd recommend giving that a shot and taking that into account. Next thing I'd like to talk about is how your manifestations can affect others. First of all, you abso-fucking-lutely can manifest things for other people as long as you have them in your mind when you're manifesting. You can manifest other people treating you a different way. You can manifest other people having a better or worse life. You can manifest things for other people too, but you have to have that other person in your head while you're manifesting it. Like if you're manifesting your crush wanting you, if you're trying to manifest your crush falling in love with you, you gotta think about your crush when you're manifesting these things. If you want to manifest your sick mom getting better, you listen to like a sickness healing subliminal and think about your mom while you're listening. It honestly just depends on like what you're thinking, honestly. And this is why I definitely recommend meditating before you start a big like manifesting session, because it can help clear your head of any other bullshit that's going on and put you focused on your manifestations. Final part of this video is how my subliminals in particular work. So my subliminals are written with a very particular affirmation writing method. Well, multiple methods are used actually. First method I'm going to talk about is the mixture of first person and second person statements, or more simply using I statements and you statements. This is better for convincing the subconscious because it convinces it of what you think of yourself and what other people outwardly see. It's definitely better for subliminals that manifest like results that other people can see, like for example, beauty. Basically, it's providing an outside perspective and it's more convincing because the subconscious is like, other people can clearly see that this is happening to me, so it must be true. Like, my affirmations I'm gonna do the clear skin thing again because look at me. But the subliminal will be like, I have flawless skin. Your skin is smooth like a baby's ass or something. Obviously, I don't write my affirmations like that. I'm a little more sophisticated, but let me cook, okay? So, subconscious is like, I have clear skin with the first one. Then with the second one, it's like, people can see outwardly that I have clear skin. So if I see it and everybody else sees it, it must be true. So that is my first affirmation writing method. Second one is language that conveys inevitability. This is simply to get rid of any doubts by telling the subconscious, nah, it's inevitable. Fuck the how or why or when, it's inevitable. It's gonna fucking happen. And I'm sure you could see why this is convincing to the subconscious. Because my affirmations are written in a way that overrides all outward circumstances that may hinder this result. Like, for example, if I were to make a money subliminal, it would be like my affirmation would be written in a way that it makes it inevitable and it's just sealed into my fate, and there's nothing that can change my result, nothing that can delay my result, nothing that can reverse my result, and it doesn't matter what my circumstances are. So then your subconscious sees this as, it doesn't matter if I don't have a job, if I'm literally homeless, if I'm in poverty, if I'm literally used to be the most unlucky person alive, I'm getting that bag, I'm getting that cash. The inevitability makes your subconscious less doubtful about your manifestation. Next method is very sensory and emotional wording. Your subconscious responds very heavily to emotion and stimuli. So if the affirmations are describing how your affirmation feels emotionally and physically, it's gonna listen. It's gonna get a very vivid picture of what your results are gonna look like. And your subconscious is gonna take your particular wants and the affirmations and get it into results, I guess. Because yeah, your subconscious, if you have a clear view of what you want, your subconscious already knows what your desires are. But the subliminal is the thing that pushes it and convinces it that it's actually real because it's outwardly affirming that to you. For example, I'm going to use the glow up subliminal again. I know it's an overused example, but hear me out. The affirmations would describe how amazing it feels to look in the mirror and see your perfect physique. It would describe how your body smells. It would describe how you feel when you hear people compliment you about your looks. It would describe what you see in the mirror. Just all these other sensory stimuli and emotional descriptions. It convinces your subconscious that I see that I look like my desired physique. People compliment me about it, so I hear these compliments. I can smell how my body smells and all these other things, and it is more and more convinced that you have your desired physique, and then it manifests. But another thing is my subliminals have booster affirmations and protection affirmations under the main ones. What I mean by under is, so you have the main affirmations up here. They are the loudest affirmations, the ones that your subconscious hears first and more clearly. Under that, they're quieter. It's booster affirmations and protection affirmations. These affirmations affirm that your results are inevitable, that you only manifest the things you visualize, and that nothing can change your results in a way you don't want, nothing can reverse your results, nothing can delay or prevent your results. And key word, you only get the results that you visualize. Which means it is so important for any subliminal, but especially mine, that you visualize while you listen. I tell this to people so often. Please, when you are listening to my subliminals, please visualize your goddamn results, or at least have a very clear view of what you want your results to be, or look like, or feel like, and whatever. I'm so serious. The visualization is probably the most important part of my subliminals, because my subliminals are highly dependent on the user's specific needs. That's why my subliminals are so generalized, so that a large amount of people can use a subliminal for their own various reasons. My subliminals don't manifest the same results person to person. Results can be completely different depending on who listens to the subliminal and what they want from it. So let's just say I made a desired physique subliminal. Me, I want a more muscular and tall physique. So I would manifest being more muscular and tall. Little Sally over here, on the other hand, might want a more skinny, short, and petite physique. Sally's going to visualize a petite, short physique. I'm going to visualize a muscular, tall physique. And then I'm going to be more muscular and tall. Sally's going to be small and petite. That's how my subliminals work. You have to visualize this stuff. Like, the subliminal part, it's there to manifest the general concept, but your visualizations are what really brings it to life in your own unique way. Like, honestly, you can listen to my subliminals however many times a day you want. You can layer them however you like. You can put them in playlists. You can listen to them on mute. You can speed them up. You can download them. You can do whatever the fuck you want with my subliminals. But the one rule I have, the one thing I'm going to tell you to do, is focus on your damn manifestations when you're listening. This could honestly apply to any subliminal that's ever existed on the internet. You have to have at least some kind of focus on what you want when you're listening. I mean, yeah, you can do other things. You can listen to my subliminals in the background while you fucking read your AO3 fanfics or something. I don't care what you do. But you need to at least have an idea in your head of what you're trying to manifest so that it will manifest the way you want it to. That's all I'm asking. But that's it for this video. I swear on the gods, I'm going to try and get that how to make subliminals tutorial done soon. It's probably not going to be the best quality because I'm going to be so honest, I'm very lazy and I don't feel like spending 3 hours editing. But I'll get that tutorial to you guys eventually, but for now, you can stick with this. And you can admire my handsome face that has a really ugly pimple on my chin. I gotta listen to my clear skin subliminal later. Anyway, that's it. Enough of me being annoying. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Peace! Also, you guys should definitely join my Discord server. You should definitely follow my Twitter. They're pretty dead. My Twitter is, like, dead. My Discord server's dead. Please join, guys. I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna shut the hell up.